They said don't summon what lives in the deep, but I couldn't resist. This seafood risotto is rich, smoky, and hauntingly delicious.
Yes, you do have to stir constantly for 15 to 18 minutes, but it's worth it making risotto.
Starting off with my octopus tentacles, don't worry, I'll have the ingredients and measurements down in the description to follow. I'm going to season my octopus tentacles with some black pepper, a tad bit of salt for taste, of course. I'm going to add some chili powder, just like that. We need a little kick. Now I am going to add some avocado oil, and I'm going to add some smoked paprika, just like that. I'm going to give it a mix, but listen, I still need a tad bit more seasoning. I'm going to add some garlic powder and some onion powder, just like that. Mix it on up, and there you have it. We're going to take this to the grill, cover everything up, and we are going to get a nice char on this octopus. Now the octopus only going to take about 3 to 4 minutes per side over medium-high heat. You're looking for a light char on the outside and tender texture on the inside. The goal is not to overcook it. You just want to have that smoky flavor and that beautiful char on that octopus. Now look at that. I got the char I like, just like that. I took it off the grill. Now listen, folks. Once you take the octopus off the grill, squeeze some lemon over the octopus. Telling you, it's going to be amazing, really good. Now I have some shrimp that's clean and deveined. This is medium, which is about 41 to 50 count. I seasoned the shrimp up with some black pepper and some salt, of course. Now we're not going to season the shrimp up too much, just enough, okay? A little goes a long way. I added some chili powder. I added some truffle oil. You can use neutral oil if you want, but I just wanted to try the truffle oil that I had. I gave it a good mix, just like that. Now, once you mix the shrimp, set it aside. You're going to heat your skillet up with some neutral oil and some butter on medium-high heat. You're going to add your shrimp to that skillet. It's only going to take about 2, maybe 3 minutes for the shrimp to cook until it's nice and pink, just like that. Once the shrimp are finished, take it out and let the shrimp cool off. While the shrimp is cooling off, you want to heat up some seafood stock. It's going to be very important. Don't boil it excessively. You just want to heat up the seafood stock, okay? Now, while the seafood stock is heating up, take your shrimp. You want to dice up your shrimp however you like. I like to see pieces of the shrimp inside of my risotto, so this is perfect for me. Now, folks, once you do that, return to the skillet on medium-high heat. Add finely diced onions and saute your onions until they are translucent, just like that. You want to add the garlic last because you don't want the garlic to burn. Go ahead and give that a good mix with the sauteed onions. We are building flavor for our seafood risotto. It's actually not seafood, it's a sea monsters risotto, okay? I turned the heat down on the skillet to medium heat. I'm adding 1 cup of my Arborio rice. This is going to be the perfect rice for the risotto. I'm going to stir in the rice and toast the rice for 1 and 2 minutes until the edges look slightly translucent. This actually builds flavor for our risotto, okay? You're going to need patience with this, folks. I'm going to walk you through it. You will need about 4 to 5 cups of seafood stock for this recipe. You want to add a ladle at a time to that skillet. Remember, medium heat, you want to add a ladle at a time. Each time you add the liquid to the rice, you want to stir to make sure the rice absorbs the liquid before adding any more rice. As you can see, I'm doing a ladle at a time. I'm constantly stirring to have everything constantly moving, folks. It's going to take some patience, but you got it. Now I'm adding some more of that seafood stock, just like that. Remember, 4 to 5 cups, adding a ladle at a time. Keep stirring consistently, folks, and remember the risotto needs to absorb all of that seafood stock before it is finished. Now, this is how you know your risotto is ready to go. Make a crater inside of your skillet and it should close slowly, just like that. It's nice and creamy, folks. Give it a taste test and make sure it's a thumbs up. And remember, folks, no crunchy risotto, folks. I added tomato paste and some arrabbiata pasta sauce. Now, folks, this is going to make this risotto amazing. I have some dark soy sauce. It's mushroom flavored. I'm just going to add a tad bit to my risotto because it's going to make a dark, rich color. Stir and combine. As you can see, everything is changing colors. You want a dark red rich risotto. Ooh, this thing looks pretty good. Everything is combining nicely. As you can see, it's nice and rich. This is a perfect sea monsters risotto. Folks, we're not finished yet. Remember the shrimp chopped up nicely, folks. Remember, you can chop it up however you like. I added that to my risotto, and I'm gonna stir and mix that shrimp in, and this is going to be so perfect. Take your time with this, folks. Remember, you will need patience to make this. It's going to be worth it. Your skillet can be set on simmer at this point. Add a couple tablespoons of butter to make the risotto even more creamier. Now, I am adding some mussels to my dish. I grabbed some mussels from Aldi. I just followed the package instructions and it was perfect. Completely optional, but you could add some Parmesan Romano cheese to your risotto. It's going to make it nice and creamy. It's completely optional, right? Now, folks, it is time to plate our sea monsters risotto. Of course, staying on theme, I grabbed me a black plate. I added my creamy, cheesy sea monsters risotto, spread that right on out onto the plate. I'm not finished because on top of the risotto, I'm going to add the grilled octopus just like that. Now, of course, I'm going to take my time and make sure the plate looks amazing. You can just throw it on there. But folks, you spend that time in the kitchen making it, plate that risotto up just like you're at a fancy restaurant. But you made it with Twan. I added my mussels to the plate. I garnished it with some dry parsley. You can use fresh parsley if you like. And there you have it, folks. We have our sea monsters risotto for Halloween. Perfect.
Next up, I have my shrimp risotto topped with grilled octopus and some mussels. Yo, this risotto is so creamy, so good. Y'all see this? It's amazing. And the grilled octopus with a squeeze of little lemon on top. Amazing. Just take a look at that. Wait, man, I don't want to burn the plate. But yeah, pretty good. It's nice and creamy. Yes, you do have to stir constantly for 15 to 18 minutes, but it's worth it making risotto. And then you have the octopus. Nice and charred, like just the way I like it. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Can't forget. These are mussels. Oh yeah. Thanks for rocking with me through my first Halloween series. Everyone have a happy Halloween, and I'll see you guys in the next Halloween. I don't know, what y'all think I should dress up as? This Witch's Brew Margarita. I'll see y'all next time.